Okay, so Selenium supports 7 languages. Java is used worldwide, but even though why it has been other languages also has been used everywhere means because um, before some years before actually what usually the developer used to code the system. Okay, so there that person actually knows C sharp or that person knows Ruby. He used to start actually what through help of the own language itself, and then after it will be continued with the same language over there. Okay, same thing. Currently, I'm working in my organization, right? Same. It has been started actually what 5 to 6 years before the automation has been started with Ruby. Still, we are following with Ruby only. Okay, that's how actually what the other languages also has been used here. Okay, so now if I want to know about Selenium, so the first thing actually what we have to know what are the different versions they have. So the different versions they have is Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium Webdriver. These are the 3 things. Okay, so Selenium IDE is just a record and playback tool. Okay, Selenium IDE is just a record and playback tool. So before actually what the first version which has came into the industry is Selenium IDE only. So how it came into the industry means actually what, so a Java developer come tester, okay, a tester who was a Java developer. So when he was testing his application, he thought that actually what, why can't I make it as a simple language, simple way to automate it, and then after that I can test it over there. So that time he introduced this old tool. Okay, he has developed this own tool and then he was using for his project. Okay, so the company which he was working was ThoughtWorks. Okay, ThoughtWorks was the company who actually introduced this tool over here. Clear, right? So this guy, when he was using it for his project, ThoughtWorks company actually what saw, and then they thought actually what the tool was little bit useful. So why can't we use to the other projects? Then when he gave to the other projects, everyone gave good comments on that one, and then he thought we can use it for an open source. We release it as an open source. Shravanti, can you check your get your speakers once? Oh, sorry. I wrongly sent to Shravanti. Okay. Sorry, guys. So here the thing is actually what, then once he decided to make it as an open source, okay, then when he got a lot of good feedbacks and then some negative feedbacks also. They got negative feedbacks means they was not able to explore a little bit. Okay, one day is according to the ThoughtWorks project, what are things they were able to do? The outside world uses the tool in a different way. Then after that, what he thought, we have to support to write a code, and then also we have to integrate it to the Selenium IDE. So JavaScript is supported over there. That time only the name they gave. First time when they released, the name which was given was Selenium. Selenium is the first name which has been given to them. And then after that, when he gave an option to integrate the Selenium, that is actually what the JavaScript language to be integrated to the Selenium. That is, I can write a code on JavaScript and then I can integrate it to the Selenium IDE. So that time they gave a name called Integrated Development Environment. Okay, Selenium Integrated Development Environment. So that's how they gave it over here. Clear? Then again, they were having some more issues on that one. So what were the issues they were having means, that is, it was not supported to the different browsers. Only Firefox will be supported for it. Okay, and then you cannot use it for your what is it actually what? You cannot use it for a long-term project because it's just a record and playback tool. You cannot organize it in a beautiful way. Okay, so those things were problem, and password encryption were not allowed. All those things were be there. a biggest challenge in using Selenium IDE. Then they came up with Selenium RC, okay, which actually become a little bit popular compared to the Selenium IDE. But again, they face some issues. So the advantages they made supports all the different browsers. And then after that, complex applications also will be supported over there. Why means this Selenium RC supports framework development, because it's like there is no record and playback here. You write the code and then you have to automate it. Okay, so that's why actually here the language supports the framework, and then complex applications, long-term projects, everything can be used. Then supports 7 languages over there. Password encryption also supported by the language. Everything has been there, but the biggest problem they were having is the performance was so much be a annoying information here, because you have to start a server outside and then after that you have to use it. So because of this, what happened means actually what each and every time actually what when you run, the system get hangs for you. So that's the biggest challenge. Then they were trying to face it with the different methodologies, but they were not able to solve it. And another thing actually what on-tired applications also you cannot automate here. Okay, it's not supporting that. So these are the challenges. So this time Google came to ThoughtWorks. Then they asked actually what, why can't we both combine and then we can do it. Then after that, the entire Selenium project has been shifted from the ThoughtWorks office to the Google. Now everyone has been available in the Google. So there the project is running over there. They started actually what they thinking over, instead of enhancing the same Selenium RC, we put it outside and then we develop a new information called Selenium Webdriver. So that time Selenium Webdriver was introduced with lot of different advantages over there. They performance level, what they did means, so instead of starting the server outside, whenever we run the program, the server should be started, and that when we execution has been completed, the servers to be stopped. So that's what they made. So this achieved their performance level problem. Okay. Then also actually what it supports Android and iOS application, and then you can integrate it with a lot of other softwares also. Everything they support. That's why Selenium WebDriver become more popular. Because of the Selenium WebDriver, QTP actually what happened means actually what it slowly it was booming over there in the industry before. When Selenium WebDriver starts to boom, QTP has been pushed back a little bit. Okay, that's how actually what Selenium WebDriver came to the industry. Major advantage is actually the open source. Okay, only thing is if you want to need a support from them, that time only you have to pay for them. Okay, apart from that, nothing actually what you need to pay for it. For the tool, it's totally free over here. Okay, so yesterday we were seeing about Selenium WebDriver, Selenium ID, those things we can see later. So Selenium WebDriver, if you need, so you need to go to the download sections of the Selenium HQ website. If you come down, you can see Selenium client and WebDriver. Okay, here if you want the latest release, you can get it from here, which is 3.7.1. okay, which you can download the jar files here, which was released this month 6th, that is before 3 days. Okay, so if you want the older releases, you can click on the left side, previous releases at the top. Okay, you can do that. So till 2.53, okay, Selenium is actually Firefox was a default browser for Selenium. Then from actually what 3. version, what they made means they made Firefox also a third-party browser. That means third-party browser means that is Selenium don't take care of any browser usages. Okay, so the specific browser teams only has to take care of their browsers to integrate with Selenium. Okay, that's how they made it. So then, yeah, if I want to use my 2.53, so once you click on it, you can see actually what Selenium Java 2.531.zip. So you can get that zip file. So I will also show you actually what using the 3. versions actually what how to use it. So you can take this 2.53.1. Then after that, you can, once you download, you'll be getting a rar file like this, which I'll be showing you now. I already downloaded WebDriver jar. So This is the 2.53.1, the jar file which will be downloaded. Right click, extract here. You will be getting this actually what 2.53.1, this jar file. Okay, this is what you will be getting, this folder. Here you can find a couple of jar files outside, and then inside the library folder you can see some jar files here. Okay, so we need to add all these jar files. So where that is, I will have open my Eclipse. So I will tell you actually what how to download and install Eclipse, all those things by tomorrow's session. Okay, as of now I'll just go forward. Let it open, just a second guys. Hello, no, start over there. I'm here in class. Yeah. I'll send you meeting ID some more time. And click the URL and then after that you will connect it. If she will ask you anything, you can sign up also. Okay, I'll just send you one more time. Just click on it. Just a second, guys, I'm coming. 2 minutes. Sorry guys. So we have opened the Eclipse here. So now if I already have some projects over there, so I'll use that old project itself as of now. So okay, I'll create a new one. It's better. I'll create a project. So I'll tell you how to create project, all those things step by tomorrow. So I created the project. So in this project, if I want to add my, okay, every project separately, you need to add your jar files. Okay. So right click on the project, go to build path, go to configure build path. So no need to worry in case you're not able to understand how to add jar files, because all those things are going to come to the upcoming sessions, which you will learn soon. Okay, which is a very small topic. Okay, you will be learning it. So I'll go to the specific folder where my jar files are present. Okay, I'll add this. Add extension as library folder. I'll add this. Then I'll click on OK. So this is how actually what first I need to add my jar files. Then I can start writing my code. So I will click and create a class. Package name I'll just give sample. Then learning Selenium. Then allow my main function. Then click on default and finish. Okay, all this creation part tomorrow you will be learning step by step. So as of now, I created a class. In this class, so in automation, what we need to do, so first my part, okay, I need to launch a browser. After launching my browser, I need to enter my URL. Okay, then after that I need to close the browser. So first we'll see these three things. Okay, so if I go to the Selenium HQ website, I already told you in this place, in the Java doc, you can see your Selenium information over there. So every browser has its own package, okay, where you can see their specific classes, Chromedriver, Firefox driver, and then for Internet Explorer driver, okay, and then the WebDriver will be the supermost interface for all the browser related classes. So the standard practice actually, what if I want to open a browser, what we do, so I will create an object for the specific browser class, and then the reference I will give me the interface, the supermost interface. So that means WebDriver driver equal to new, and then my browser class is Firefox driver. That is, if I want to open a Firefox browser, I will give like this. So then I need to import. When I'm getting an error, when I mouse over, it will tell me how to solve the error. That is, I need to import the org openqa.selenium package in that WebDriver class. So that means I can access all the specific methods or variables which are available in this WebDriver class. Same thing, Firefox driver, I will import. So I got it. So this, when I run it, right click, run as, when I give Java application, this will help me to open the Firefox browser. Okay, just a second. Actually, I have a lot of projects and then a lot of codes here, so that's why at the first time it will take a little bit time for me to load the informations. So when I run it, it will open me the Firefox browser here. See, right now only one browser is there. Now another browser has been opened. That's it. So I opened it. If I want to enter the URL, driver.get. So it's showing I need to pass a string argument. So the URL, I need to pass it in double quotes. HTTPS www.google.com. That's it. Clear? So now I need to run it. So right click, run as Java application. So here what I'm doing over there means, so open the browser, then I'm going to enter the URL. After entering the URL, if I want to close the browser, so simple command, if I see here, driver.get is a command to launch the browser. Driver.close is to close the current browser. That's it. If I want to close all the, if I open 3 to 4 browsers, if I want to close all the browsers, driver.quit. Okay. So driver.quit. Otherwise, driver.close. Close. Selenium always will have a control on only one browser which is opened. If it opens 3-4 browsers also, okay, the last browser which is opened by Selenium will have its control. So when I give close, only the last browser will be closed. Quit, all the browsers which is opened by Selenium on the current run, it will be closed. So opens the, enters the URL and closes the browser. Okay, so this is the thing. So now we have seen how to open and then enter the URL and close it. So now we'll try to automate something. So for example, I'll take one URL. So this URL right now, I will paste it here. Okay. So here I want to enter my username, password. Then I need to click on this tick box login button means. So right click, inspect element you will get. So what does that is inspect element is going to give means, okay, every page will have its own HTML section. That is, HTML is a place where it will give the property information of each and every element. So how I can get the property information is there will be an inspector here. Okay, so click on this inspect element here. Then when you mouse over to the specific element, can you see right now for this logo, that image, this is the property information. It's saying this is my source. I does this one with this information. Same thing if I go to the username text box. So can you see? This is class is equal to input is a tag name, class equal to text field, name equal to username, value equal to empty, type, all those things. Same thing if I go to the next password text box, it's giving class is text field, name is equal to password, pwd, type is equal to password. Same thing for this username text, you can see td tag vln equal to middle, username text information is showing over here. Okay, like that for every, if I go for the checkbox, so ID is keep logged in checkbox. Okay, tag name is what means every HTML informations need to be started with help of a tag. Okay, we need to start with help of a tag. So always HTML, how it starts means it starts with a tag name called HTML and then closes with /HTML tag. Okay, in between we will have an head tag /head. So this will be like an header. Same thing if I have body, that also closes here /body. In between, what are the information tags we are going to write, that will be present here. So for example, if I have an input tag, input, okay, then I will just copy the same information, for example here. So we'll see what will happen. Okay, I'll keep here class equal to text field, then I'll give name is equal to user. Okay, then after that I'll close this tag /input. So then I'll remove all these things. I'll save this one. So where I'll go, I'll just go to my desktop. Then here I'll give learn.html. Simply I'll give. That is, it should be saved with HTML tag. Then all files I'll give. Then I'll save it. So now if I go to my desktop, I'll open that learn. Can you see it has created an HTML document? When I double click on it, can you see? Okay, it's prepared me a input box. Okay, a search box. So there is some information here. Okay, it's my mistake. I should give it over here. Okay, so it should start here and then in between we should have all their properties information. I'll save this. Okay, then if it's fresh, can you see input box? So like that, this page is also has been created with these specific tags here. Clear? No, every object in this page, okay, every UI element in this page will be inside a tag only. There will not be any information without a tag. Okay, everything will be inside a tag. Clear? That answers the question, Jagdish. Clear, right? Okay, cool. So now next. So here I want to inspect this. I want to enter my username and password here. So for example, I'll inspect here this text box. So here I have these properties. Okay, these many properties here. Okay, so input class equal to text field, all those things. Okay, so I'll copy this. No mistake. I'll open a notepad. I'll give. So this is my tag name. You can see input name equal to username. Same thing, my value class equal to text field type is equal to text. Okay, so here these are my properties. So with these properties I need to identify the element through Selenium. Okay, so my Selenium has totally 8 different ways to identify the element. One, by its name, by this ID, class name, link text, partial link text, tag name, CSS, and then XPath. These are the 8 different ways I can identify an element. Correct? So in this, right now if I see, in this 8 different properties, I have name, and then I have class name, and then I also have anything else. You can see, no, that's it. If I don't have any information, if I don't have a name or a class field, text field also, then I should go with CSS or XPath here. Okay, with this. So you will learn all these things in detail. in upcoming classes, which is a easy topic, a good one. Okay, so now I'll come here. So then I will enter. So I want to work on some elements in this page. What I need to do, I need to use the command driver dot find element by dot name and then the value of it. So what is this? What is this driver means? Driver is my browser here. Can you see? By this command, actually for us, the browser is open. So the browser name we are given is driver. So every time when I want to work on the browser, I need to give the browser name. So you see here, this browser in this get the URL, the specific URL. That's why it has entered the URL into this browser. Then now I'm saying driver dot find element. So that means in this browser, find a element by, okay, dot name, that is by the property information name which has the value called username. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So this will help me to find the specific element here. In this browser, find the element by its property name, the value is username for it. In if you find that element in that, send keys means type my value, that is admin. That's what I'm going to do here. Okay, now I typed admin on this page in this text box. Now I need to type password here, right? So I need to inspect this. So again for this we have classical text field name equal to pwd, all those things. So what I will do, I'll take name equal to pwd again. So driver dot find element by dot name, then I'll give the value, so that is pwd dot send keys. Send keys, my value is manager. That's it. Clear? So then after that, this we'll see whether it's able to type. So run as Java application. It types admin and then it types manager and then closes. Yes, it's able to identify element. So next what I need to do, I need to click on the checkbox. Okay, so if I want to click on the checkbox here, so inspect that element. So ID I have equal to login checkbox. So what I will do, I'll right click, copy, then I'll go here. So if I see here, it has name, value, ID, and then type. So out of my 8 different properties, I have name, I have ID. I can use it here. These are the 2 things I can use. So I will go with ID as of now. So how I need to write for it? Driver dot find the element by this time ID. The value of the ID property is keep logged in checkbox. So what is the action I need to do? Is I need to click on it. Click. That's it. Then the next one is what? This is a button. So this button actually it's a link. Okay. So it's like actually it's been represented as a button here. Because why I'm saying it's a link means any tag that comes with a tag name called A is a link here. Okay, that's right. So for this one, we have ID class href on click. Then can you see here the tag has been closed here. In between we have a text called login and then here the closure. Okay, so if I open this, can you see we have ID, we have class name, and then after that we have another option called link text or partial link text. Okay, so you can also go with the link text or partial link text also for this one. So right now I'll go with actually what class name, that is initial. Driver dot find element by dot class name and then the value for it is initial. Then what is a link or a button or a radio button or a checkbox? I need to perform the action is click. Okay, same thing instead of class name, if I want to take the link text, okay, what I need to do, so if I want to use this, so I need to use the help of the link text or the partial link text. So for that, driver dot find element. In case if I don't have this thing, okay, by dot link text, then the value of the link text is what? Sorry, it is login. Then dot click. I can use this, otherwise this, anyone. Okay, clear, right? It's like we cannot make sure all the elements will be unique. Okay, most probably ID will be unique for most of the elements. Okay, so next actually what class name, then after that other things. But you can see actually what there will not be unique informations also for an element. So that time only we need to use the help of the XPath or CSS. So that time we use the help of the XPath or CSS. So which is an important topic here, which you guys will learn it. It's a easy topic also. Okay, so not that much difficult. So in case if you guys want to know, now you're working in your project, and then if you want to know, so just actually what you can just Google for XPath by Murali. Okay, you can see my video here. So it's basics to advanced I given here. This all are my XPath videos over there in YouTube. So you can just go XPath from basics to advanced, where I have started from very basics to an advanced mode. So it is a 2 hours video. You can just go through it. Yes, Jagdish, there is a priority. So the priority is what means always we used to go with first ID, then after the class name. So the priority, all those things, when we come to the WebDriver session, I will again tell you. So usually the first preference we have to go for ID, next is class name, then after that we should go with name, link text, and then the tag name, partial link text, tag name, CSS, and finally only XPath, because XPath is the one which will be a slower way to find the element. Slower means not that much slower, a little bit. Okay. Okay. Good. So then, now we'll run the program. We'll see whether everything work properly. Run as Java application. Open the browser, enter the URL, enter the information, and finally closes it. Okay, so right now we are done with Firefox driver. So I told you other browsers. Okay, so apart from Firefox, in 2.53, others all browsers are actually what? Your third-party browsers, I told. Correct, third-party drivers. So if I want to work on with Google Chrome, or if I want to work on with my IE browser, so what I need to do for this, so it's like I need to download this specific information. Yeah, so I already downloaded this, so I'll just show you. I need to download the drivers here. Okay, so yesterday, which I told you, right? So download the .exe files over there. So for whichever you want, you have to go to the specific. If you want Chrome, so just go to the specific place and then download this. So Chromedriver 2.33 or whichever you want right now. Okay, so here you can find all your versions over there. Okay, where you can download these things. So now I already downloaded. So I'll take this IE driver here. So now what I need to do means I need to give the place where my specific driver file is present. So right now I'll just give this place over there. Okay, so for example, I'll take this Chromedriver latest over there. So right click on the Chromedriver, then copy as path. Yes, so simple. So how to find which Chromedriver version works with Selenium means, okay. So right now, when you're taking your Chromedriver, can you see that the date when it was been released? 2017, 10th month, last month, 3rd actually what it has been released. So take a Google Chrome, which is actually what at least less than 20 days old than this release. Okay, 20 days or 1 month older than this. Okay, don't take a version which is equal to this date or above this time, because why means so simple. So right now you're going to release your application. Okay, you have testing on your application, right? So in which browser you would have been tested, that is today is the deployment date, means for sure a little bit 10 days or 15 days before browser only would have been taken, and then in that only you would have been done the testing. Same thing only here also happens. Okay, so the browser which is less than actually what 20 days old on this release date, when you take and work, it will work. That's it. Okay, so right now I'll take this, press shift key, right click. That time you will get an option called copy as path. Okay, if you press shift key and then right click, when you do, you will get copy as path. So what I will do now, if I want to work on with Firefox driver, sorry, a Chrome driver, I need to give web driver is equal to new Chrome driver. That's it. So I will import the Chrome driver now. Now here, when you run it, it will throw me an error right now. If you see, that is, it's saying path to the driver executable must be set. Okay, I need to set the path for the driver. So how? That is, before this driver information, I need to give system dot set property. Okay, it accepts two arguments. One is what type of browser, and then where my Chromedriver is located. So my always we need to give it in actually what double backward slash for the path. Why means if you give a single backward slash, they will think it as a escape character. So that's why give it like this. Then here I need to give webdriver.chrome.driver. So simple. That's it. Okay, you need to give this information alone. Okay, so the only thing is I have to download my driver file. Then after that I need to place it in a location, and then you have to give the location information. Okay, then when I run it now, it will launch it in Chrome browser. So right now I'm not sure whether actually what this jar file will work, because it's like actually I'm not sure which browser is which jar file I'm using. Yeah, it works. See, enter the username, password. Can you see? It opens the Firefox browser, sorry, a Chrome browser, enters my URL information, then enters my information and closes it. So compared to Firefox, always Chrome is faster in execution. Yes, so I told you till 2.53, actually the Firefox was a default browser for Selenium, correct, right? So that's why we don't need actually to specify for Firefox browser. But in case if I'm taking a jar file after the 3 version, so that's what I'm going to show you right now. So if I'm going to take a browser, sorry, if I'm going to take my jar files, which is actually what 3 version. So for example, I'll go to the 3 previous releases. If I'm going to take anything after this 3, okay, so I need to set a path for the Firefox also. So how to do that? Okay, so we'll have a short break for 5 minutes. Okay, and then we'll just connect. Okay, just don't want to continue with the full phase. Okay, we are going to see with 3 version for Firefox browser, what is the extra thing we have to do? It's a so simple thing. So you have to Go to this place, third-party drivers. Here we have Mozilla Gecko driver. I need to download this Gecko driver, and then after that I need to give the same location as how I'm giving over here. That's the only one line change. Okay, so which we will see after a 5 minutes break. So 7:55 will again connect. Now it's 7:49. 7:55 will again connect. So we'll just have another 10 minutes of session and then I'll close it for today. Okay, just we'll see actually what how we are going to have it. Meanwhile, actually, if anyone has newly joined for today, if you can give me your email ID, I can make a note of that. Okay, guys. Okay. Anyone has joined newly who has not given me the email ID. Okay. So those guys alone, if you can ping me in the chat window, I can make a note of this and then I can send today's recording to you. Yes, Jagdish. I will tell actually why we need to use this Gecko driver, all those things. After 7:55, the break time, I'll just give you. So anyone has newly joined, please give me email ID so that I can send you the recording for today's session to your mail ID. You can just go to the recording also. Okay. So we'll again connect by 7:55. Okay. Thank you. 5 minutes break. Hey guys, so we'll start the session. So now we are going to see how to work on with the new Selenium jar files, that is from the 3 dot version. Okay, so right now I will take actually what right now because I'm using a little bit older browser, so I will take actually what 46 I'm using. So I'll take 3.14, go to the previous release, then I'll take 3.4 right now version. I can take Selenium Java 3.4.zip. Okay, so which I have already downloaded here. WebDriver jar 3.4. I already have here. Okay, so which I have already extracted it. So in this we will have these jar files. So if I want to add it, what I need to do, I need to go to the 3 dot. I will create a project. So in a project, you should have only one specific kind of jar files only. You should not have multiple. So I will have this, right click, build path, configure build path. Then I need to go to the add external jars. Then I need to go to the specific 3.4 version. Then I need to add this and then these jar files. All I need to add it. So once I add it, all these jar files actually what will come over here. Can you see? I've added. Okay. Then after that I need to click on OK. So once I click on OK, I told you I will get it over there under the reference libraries here. All these jar files. Okay guys. So here I will again create a class. So which I have already created it. So I'll just create a class here. So Selenium 3 version. Simply I'm just giving. That's my class name. So then I will click on finish. So here the code remains same. The code remains same. Okay, I'll copy. The code remains same. Okay, so if it's a Chromedriver, so same information which I gave before, webdriver.chrome.driver, right click, run as Java application. So what will happen now? It will open the Chrome browser and then enters the URL information there. Enters the URL and then types. Okay, well, if I have not given, only opening the browser I given, that's the thing. Okay, same thing if it is a Firefox browser. So now I will give actually what? WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox driver I'm giving. That's it. So I'll import the Firefox driver. So now can you see I got this. Now I'll run this. You can see now it will throw me an error. Can you see? The path to the driver must be set here. Okay, so here it's showing webdriver.geeko.driver. That is, instead of chrome.driver, it should be geeko.driver. Same information I'll copy here. Nothing difference. That's why I'm trying to copy and show you the same thing. The only thing is what will be changing, instead of Chrome driver, it is geeko.driver. So simple. Then here I need to give my location of my Geeko driver. So where I can download that Geeko driver, see I already downloaded that Geeko driver here. See, can you see? Here I already downloaded this. Okay, so you can see here where I downloaded means if I go to my Selenium HQ website, under the download section, you can see Mozilla.Geeko driver. So here 0.19 is there, right? You can click on this. Can you see? This is the place it will show you actually what whether you need it for Ubuntu. Ubuntu machine means it's Linux. Okay, if it's a Mac OS here, Windows 32-bit or 64-bit over here. So if you want the older versions, you can go for it. So right now I'm using actually what version 15. Okay, here it's right. Latest one is 17. Sorry, 19. I'm using version actually what 15 over there because mine is a little bit older browser. So that's why I'm using it. Yes. So that's what actually same. The sync is what means it's like the Geeko driver whenever it has been released. Okay, your browser actually what it should be a little bit again. So if you see actually what the latest Geeko driver here they have said you should use a Firefox browser which is more than 55, and then also your Selenium jar file should be more than 3.5. So here they are given. So based on that you should use it. Clear, right? So everywhere actually what when they are giving their note, they will give an information as what to be used. That's the thing. So mine is actually what little bit actually what a older version. So that's why actually what I'm using actually what version 15 because mine is Firefox 46 version. So for sure version 19 will not work for me. Okay. So now what I will do, I will copy the path. So shift right click, copy as path. So give everywhere double backward slash. That's it. Clear? So now I will just run this. So this is actually what I'm running through Firefox browser. The only extra code what I given means as like for Chrome, I gave for Geeko driver and then the driver information. Right click, run as Java application. See, it will open the Firefox browser now. Can you see? Enters the URL. That's it. Clear? Same thing if it is IE browser, what we need to do? So simple. If it is an IE browser, same information. Instead of Geeko driver, okay, so instead of, I'll comment this. So here, instead of Firefox driver, it should be Internet Explorer driver. I'll take it here. I'll go to the Java doc. I'll copy the name properly. I'll go to the IE package. It's Internet Explorer driver. Okay. So here, I need to import the Internet Explorer driver. As of now, I'll comment this. When I right click and run as Java application, here also it gives the same information. The path to the driver must be set here. It should be ie.driver. And then where my driver information should be present, the location I need to give here. Okay, as of now I'll delete it. So where we need to set here the driver information. So I have it in some other place. So for example, I'll take this, shift right click, copy as path, paste it. Everywhere it should be double backward slash. Right click, run as Java application. Now what should happen? Internet Explorer should open for me now, and then should enter the URL. It has entered the URL information. That's it. Clear it? So if you want to work on with different browsers or the latest Firefox browser version, only one line of code alone it's needed extra. Apart from that, nothing changes here. Clear for everyone? Anyone has any questions, guys, for today's session? Clear for everyone, right? Cool. Thanks, guys. So everyone has sent you your meeting, your information, right? So your mail ID, right? So who has sent for me now in the chat window? So for them extra. So for them, I will be sending you the meeting invite for today also. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. So tomorrow morning we'll meet by same time. Okay, we don't have on Saturday, Sunday, Deepa. So according to Indian Standard Time, every day morning 7 a.m. It's a Monday to Friday session. Okay, morning 7 a.m. Indian Standard Time. Cool. Okay, thank you. Cool, guys. So tomorrow we'll meet. Thank you. Bye, guys.